Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. So on the news earlier, one of the BBC reporters asked a question to one of the Israeli representatives, and it was about what are they going to do to Gaza once the people are removed. And the BBC reporter reminded the Israeli representative that Trump had let it slip, or Trump had intimated that Gaza would be turned into a Riviera equivalent. And of course, this Israeli representative did their very best to not really answer the question. But that is what I've been thinking for a while. That's why I did a video on it. And I believe that it's Trump's wish currently to put together known billionaires who will profit from Gaza once the people are completely removed, because that's the next stage. That's been voiced rather loudly over the last 2 weeks, that the people in Gaza have to leave. The genocide continues. Trump supports the genocide. Yes, he supports it because he does nothing to stop it. So Trump, you might love him, and we probably did love him at first when he first got back in. If the truth was known, a lot of us wanted someone like him. But he's doing nothing at all. Absolutely zilch. Not having a conversation with Bibi, asking him to stop it. So in my opinion, Benjamin Netanyahu, once he's cleansed Gaza of what he perceives are his future enemies, once he's cleansed that area, he will then just hand it over to his Zionist pal, Trump. I'm absolutely convinced that that's what they're doing this week. They're putting together delegates who are going to have a majority say in how they reconstruct the Gaza Strip. So you think that these people are nice people? They're not. Because if you can turn a blind eye to what's going on, you are not a nice person. You can't be. And if you're doing it because you want to directly profit because of someone else's misery, again, you cannot classify yourself as a nice person. So I don't trust anything now he says. He's had opportunity to get on the phone and stop this war, and he does not want to stop it because it serves Trump's purpose to have the people completely removed so that he can roll in the construction giants. I'm afraid, people, we've all been played for fools, all of us. I'm not best pleased, no. I mean, who would be pleased about such a thing? It's quite appalling, isn't it? Sorry, I'm just messing with this camera. I think we'll get a nice picture here. We'll have that one. No, you can't be pleased about the way that Trump has conducted himself. I mean, he wants to be nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize, and yet, and let this stick in your guts, people, Trump wants to be nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize because he's been boasting about how many wars he's stopped. I'm getting absolutely fed up of listening to his voice, because all he ever does is do a peacock walk. I am the greatest, you know. At least when Muhammad Ali said he was the greatest, he had the reason to call himself the greatest because he was the greatest boxer at that time. But Trump does his preening act when he has his guest on. He brings them to the White House, and all Trump does is say, it's all about me. Everybody, look at me. Look what I'm doing. And yet he does nothing to stop women and children being slaughtered. Nothing does he do to put an end to it. And for that reason, people, he cannot be nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize, because that would be a travesty of justice, wouldn't it? Just because he stopped Pakistan and India from kicking off, and some African countries, but he will not lift a finger to help the Palestinians. Won't lift a finger. So he's happy to see them wiped out. That is not the kind of president that you need. They're all as bad as each other. And as I've said, they all belong, yes, to that uni-party system. So it doesn't matter if they're Republican or Democrat, Conservative, Labour. And even when Nigel Farage gets the chance in the UK, he will just be as bad as the rest of them, because none of them can be trusted. And all they do is put on a charade and an act. And what Benjamin is doing is playing Trump. He's saying, oh, we're going to need another 3 or 4 weeks, and then we'll be able to bring the rest of the hostages back. But I'm telling you right now that Benjamin Netanyahu's lot don't give a shit about them hostages. It's just a complete fabricated deception to keep the war going, so that they can carry out that genocide and get rid of everybody out of the Gaza Strip, and then hand it over to Donald Trump and his billionaire friends. That's what they intend to do. They're bastards, a lot of them.